ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ, going back about 100 years ago, ਭਾਈ ਵੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੁਣਾਂ ਦੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਲਿਖੀ ਆ ਗੱਲ, that there was a ਮਾਤਾ, ਇਹ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ, because I'm talking about virtues. This brahmachari is walking with Guru Amar Das Ji because he's taken back by their nature. How far can this good nature take us? There was this mata in a village, I'm going to cut it short. ਕਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਲੰਘਦਾ ਗਿਆ, she had about 7-8 ਪੁੱਤਰ ਸੀਗੇ ਇਸ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੇ. Imagine it, ਘਰ ਹਰਿਆ ਭਰਿਆ. It was quite common them days anyway for people to have that many children. ਘਰ ਹਰਿਆ ਭਰਿਆ. The house is filled, they all sit together and eat. ਪਰ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ, ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਸਮਾਂ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਆਇਆ, ਕਰਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਾ ਇਸ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੇ ਪੁੱਤਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੌਤ ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਈ. One by one her sons start to die. ਅਖੀਰ ਵਿੱਚ there wasn't enough sons left to even earn a living. ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਰੀਬੀ ਆ ਗਈ. ਗਰੀਬੀ ਆਉਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦਾ ਛਕਣਾ ਵੀ ਔਖਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਮਾਤਾ ਦਾ. ਮਾਤਾ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਵਾਲਿਆ ਵੀ ਚੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਕਰ ਗਿਆ. Even her husband died. There's one son left. Now there's garibi in the house. They've hardly got a meal, even one meal to get through. But this ਮਾਤਾ, ਇਹ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਮਾਤਾ ਸੀਗੀ, ਪਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ. Still stayed in ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ. She would wake up in the morning, in ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ read Guru's ਬਾਣੀ. And what happened with this mata? Even her last son died. Upon the little she had of money she had left in the house, she gathered and she thought, "Ma aastha paun janiya Ganga vich," that she's going to go and put his ashes in Ganga. But when you go and do that ritual, the pundits actually take money to read mantras. So she's thinking, this is all I've got left. It's for his last rites. After this, I've got no money left. And she's thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get by in life after this. She's gone to Ganga. She's done his last rites. She's got no money left. And this mata leaves. Guru Nanak di Bani padan wali mata. Always kept a positive attitude. Always smiling. As she's walking back towards home, and she's thinking, where am I going? Home is somewhere where there's a family filled with it. Who am I going to? I've got no food in my house. I've got nobody left. What home am I returning to? So this mata, she doesn't know where she's going. She keeps walking and she says, "Hey Akal Purkh, hun main tere bharose turan lagi ha. And now I'm walking in your faith, Vaheguru. I don't know where I'm going anymore. I leave it to you. Ab hum chali thakur pe haar. I've lost." She says, "मैं हार गई." अपनी डोरी उन्हें अकाल पुरख दे हाथ विच फड़ाती. Upon she was crossing this village, and back in them days, if somebody is passing and ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਰਾਤ ਪੈ ਜਾਵੇ ਨਾ, they knew, everybody would know, ਜੇ ਰਾਤ ਪੈ ਜਾਵੇ ਘਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋਏ, I can knock and can find out ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਘਰ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਆ. I can find out who within this village, which is a house of Sikhs, because they would definitely keep us. They said each house of the Sikhs them days would be like a bread and breakfast. You'd only have to ask, Sikhān da ghar kehda ya? And that's what this mata did. She asked the villagers, she goes, "Ithe parwar hega koi Sikhān da?" She knocked on their door, she goes, "Ek raat main katni hai." She says, "Will you keep me for one night and I will keep walking in the day?" And they says, "Of course, Mata, we will keep you." They've taken her in. They've got 2 children. As this Mata wakes up in the morning, she sits down to have breakfast with this family. Because of her nature being so loving, she was so warm. Her smile, she made people, she comforted people. She gave so much love to the children that they didn't want her to leave. So the children said to their parents, they says, "Can Mataji stay for a few more hours?" And they said, "Well, ask her, don't worry." And they says, "Our children don't want you to go yet." She goes, "Okay." She goes, "I've got nowhere to go anyway." She goes, "I'll stay for a little longer." And as them 2 hours are coming, the children start counting the time down and thinking, we don't want her to go. Gursikh Pyaro, because of that loving nature, because of her virtues, she stayed there for many days. And when a few days passed and she was going to leave, and the couple said, this says, it feels like you are the mother that we are missing. Why do you not stay here as our mother? Why do you not stay here till your last breath? And Itihas writes that she became the whole village would call her Mataji. She became the mother of the village. How far do these good virtues take us? Where do they come from? When we do sangat of people that are filled with that type of nature. And we will be filled with that too.